This RE45 blaster, unlicensed blaster from Apex Legends, not a complete replica from the game, but very look-alike. It is quite good looking, but it's not performing at all. I can see, just by priming it, some bad point and some very good point for this blaster, all at the same spot. Let's open it, check it out, see the potential and the internal, and I'm gonna be fixed on if this blaster is worth it for real or not. I'm that old nerve guy. Welcome, Stat. So this thing, a few things I already noticed. The problem, the dart gate is a two-part piece. I mean, it's split in half in the middle, and I can see the gap with my eyes. I'm gonna show you. And once open, if I see anything weak, I'm not gonna do it. But I think it's gonna be good for it because I see some metal. I think there is some kind of a metal frame inside of this blaster because it is very front heavy. And the aluminum barrel in this thing weighs nothing. I have similar one here. So first thing first, let's open it. And after that, I'm gonna install this, which is a 10 kilogram spring kit for a Gecko. It comes with a little catch spring which might fit inside, and the O-ring which are similar size. So I hope this will fit and help me improve this blaster to bring it like on par with other good pistol blaster. Now for the opening, well, to open this blaster, here there's two little aluminum pins on each side. Which hold those little arm here. Just the muzzle piece. This is really metal. So my guess is everything is held back there with this part. Let me lock it in place. Normally with those little Gecko clone, it's quite easy. You remove the pusher. Those systems are quite built on all the same blaster. This is not really a clone. This is really another thing. It's an original. It's an RE45 from Apex Legends. It's not even licensed. So now my guess is I will be able to push that pusher out. Bottom section that probably holds everything in front together and hides the screw. So I guess we are in. This thing is very standard thing. No, not exactly. How the... Ooh, I like this trigger. Might be fragile, but I like this trigger. How do I just remove this thing? Like that. Okay, so it's like a Gecko without some of the Gecko problem. Remove that. So now I should be able to do something about it. Okay, you just need to force it a little past. Just need to force it a little past those two notches here, and it's sliding right off. That, yeah, that slide is very, very thick. So I guess it will withstand some power upgrade. That return spring is, my god, too big to fit inside my S200, but oh my god, it is stiff for this. Spring is okay, rather soft, but okay. Is there any chance it resembles the Gecko spring? The Gecko spring is a little longer, but a bit of, yeah, slight tiny bit of pre-compression shall do the trick. The plunger, this is a Gecko plunger. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess the O-ring might fit. First thing first, the pusher. The new O-ring is slightly bigger, but I think it'll do the trick. Let me just check it out here. Yeah, it's going in, so that thing is gonna go there. Do I use it on the plunger or the plunger tube? This one is not super tight on the plunger tube. Let me just remove this O-ring. No, this barrel. Is this barrel glued? Yes, it is. Wow, so how am I gonna seal that thing? Let's try to remove the metal and split it in half. Cool. So this part here, I'm just gonna apply some super glue all around it for quick emergency fix on this thing. Let's leave it to dry, then we'll be back. My glue is all set. I also noticed a very, very big problem with this blaster. This barrel, it is way, way too loose to seal anything around it. Therefore, I was looking for a solution, but this barrel was glued too well to the rest of the dart guide. I don't know what kind of glue they use, but I wasn't able to remove it whatsoever. This barrel was wide enough for me to insert a 1732 brass tubing inside. So I fancied myself with some holes that I drilled freehand with the step drill on it, and then I kind of brushed the finish of the aluminum. And I prepare myself a length of brass, which is about the same thing, that I'm gonna insert inside. I have one part that goes in that is a little thinner, one part that is the exit. But this thing just go in. This is outstanding. I mean, this brass barrel just goes in like that. Be sure it's all the way at the bottom, and I think it's gonna stay there pretty much. It is well fitted at the bottom of it, and that's gonna seal, give a nice look too, with the brass showing through the hole. So yeah, technically now I have a polished brass barrel to go in. If it ever move, I'm gonna put 1 drop of glue per hole, let it set before installation. This way I'll be sure the brass will not move from there. Time to reassemble with the new 10 kilogram spring inside and to test that thing out. So now let's try this RE45 with fresh bamboo dart. 122, that's a lot better. 128, 130, 131, that's getting better. 124, 124 again, 133, 136, 132, 131, and empty. Yeah, that thing is getting pretty interesting. In the end, this RE45 blaster, it's not that bad. I mean, the quality means you can upgrade it. The thickness of the plastic on the slide is pretty impressive. There was a few problems which I think I covered all into this mod. First, a few brand new O-rings pretty much everywhere. Some lube because this thing was bone dry. Then I resealed the interior of the dart gate because this was a two-part setup where I could even see light just looking through it. So I basically blocked every hole with glue everywhere to help it, and it did a lot. But then there was not that much of an improvement because the barrel was too wide. So I just inserted 17/32 of an inch brass tube inside of it. No machining, nothing. It just went right through very tightly because the inner diameter is 17/32 on this original aluminum barrel. And I added some freehand drilling hold for style points so we could see the brass shining through the aluminum. No, this thing is pretty awesome. I mean, now it shoots in the 125, 130, even higher. This thing is now very impressive. I didn't use a 10 kilogram Gecko spring because this thing was garbage. I mean, overnight the spring shrank down because there's a slight pre-compression into the blaster and it lost FPS, plus I had to change one of my O-ring, and I replaced that with a, I think it was a 13 or 14 kilogram chrono spring that I put inside from out of dart. But this thing now shoots quite hard and is functional, and it's now a very interesting blaster. That's it for this video. You can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @thatoldnervguy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit the bell to stay notified for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.